I came this close. Man, I just came so close to getting a bad review, and I wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about it. Hi friends, my name is Alan Lee, owner of the Handyman Journey. We are a consulting company that helps people just like you every single day. We help people start a handyman business or take their handyman business to the next level. I wanted to talk about a story that just happened a few days ago where I came so close to getting a bad review. It was a bad situation, but I was able to avoid it, and I want to explain how I did that. So we had a client call in through our process. She called our customer relations manager. It got sent to me to do the estimate. I gave her a call. We went over all of the items that she had wanted to get the estimate for. I sent her the estimate. She didn't reply back to the estimate. So a few days later, I followed up with her, and she said that she was grossly disappointed with our company because not all the items were addressed on the estimate, and she felt that it was overpriced. And so then I went back and replied to her. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry that we talked on the phone. I thought we addressed all of the items that you had in question." And she said, "No, not even remotely," which was news to me because I thought we addressed everything. But regardless, when you're talking to a client, the customer is always right, unless they're not, right? But that's a very important fact, and everything is customer relations. Everything has to do with customer service. You need to remember that because at the end of the day, they're the customer, you are the service provider, you need to take the upper hand and be the professional. So I said, "I'm extremely sorry we didn't address your concerns. Would you mind sharing with me the other things that you got or the other things that you need done?" She got kind of tizzy. I think her main thing was having to go through our customer relations manager and then being sent to me, which usually is not an issue, but for this lady it was an issue. So she told me something about a sliding glass door. I said, "What exactly is going on with the sliding glass door?" She didn't respond. A week later, which was a few days ago, she messages my customer relations personnel and says, "I am grossly disappointed with your company," goes through the whole story, says, "My estimate was not fully done. I heard some great things about you guys, but I was really disappointed and I'm going to write a bad review." I read this message at the end of the day, at the end of a hard, long day. So I'm like, oh, I really don't want to address this. So I ended up calling her. That's the number one thing you could do. When someone is mad, just give them a call and see what's going on. I called her. I spent about 15 minutes on the phone with her. I don't really know what I could have done differently in that situation other than really pressing into my customer relations personnel to make sure that she sent everything to me, but our processes are set up where she did, and she did send me everything that she had. So I don't really know where things got lost in translation, but that's on my shoulders to figure out. There's things in almost everything in life that we teach a lot here at the Handyman Journey is that there's two different mentalities, right? There's a victim mentality that says that poor me, everyone's out to get me, or there's who I believe that we are created and called to be as a champion mentality. We can either live in a victim mentality or a champion mentality. So in every aspect, you need to ask yourself, am I living in the champion mentality or the victim mentality, right? And that especially comes true when you have a customer that is complaining and offering to give you a bad review. Our number one thing when people are mad at us is to like get mad and push back at them and be like, no, you're wrong and I'm right. And you're the one that's wrong. You're the one that messed up. You're the one that didn't send me the pictures. You're the one, right? But that's the victim mentality. We, as business owners and as people, I believe we are called to be the champion mentality. And that is someone who, regardless of what the customer is saying, is someone that says, "I'm sorry, there's obviously something in my systems that I need to figure out." And maybe part of that systems is figuring out how to work with different types of people so that you don't get mixed in with, different kinds of people and things like that. Maybe that's part of it. But I think the bigger part of it is rising above and being the leader and saying, "You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I messed up. There's something in my systems that needs to be changed, and we will make this right." So I called her, talked on the phone with her for about 15 minutes, and that's basically what it said. I am extremely sorry you had this. We haven't had this kind of result before, so this is a very new feedback, and I really appreciate your feedback. And I'm going to take this and apply it to our business, figure out where in our processes things are going wrong and fix that. I can guarantee you that I will get better. At the end of the day, she replied back and she said, it was kind of funny. She said, I don't know who Alan Lee is, but he contacted me and I really appreciate him calling me. I had to explain to her that I, Alan Lee, am the owner of the company. She had thought she was talking to the owner of the company through our customer relations personnel. So I think there was some confusion from the get-go where maybe things weren't explained correctly. Maybe she didn't fully understand what was going on. There's a lot of different situations, but at the end of the day, I take responsibility because it's my company. And I apologized to her. She said, I am not going to send the bad review like I originally was because someone called me, and I appreciate that. So just be a decent human being, guys, and it might actually get you out of a bad review. The object here is not to divert or get out of a bad review or skirt the system, but the idea is to rise above and show people that you are a good person. You are choosing to be in that champion mentality rather than being in that victim mentality. It doesn't matter if who you're talking to is in the victim mentality. You need to rise above and be the champion mentality. So another example, we've had a few people in the past that have had issues with our company, but and we have skirted things this exact same way, where you apologize to them, you take the bigger road, and you be the bigger person. So I encourage you guys today to not skirt away from hard issues and face them like a man, right? If you're a woman, face them like a champion. Okay, that's probably a better way to put it. So that's just a little bit about my story. We ended up not getting the bad review. Excellent. We still have a 5-star review on Yelp, so I'm excited about that. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys. If you guys are ready to start your handyman business or take it to the next level, head on over to handymanjourney.com. We got a free ebook over there. We also have a Handyman Journey mastermind group on Facebook. Would love to get you involved in that. The link will be in the description below on how to join that. Thank you all so much and have a fantastic day, and like this video and subscribe to this channel.